Fox News alert, the desperate search for Nancy Guthrie is in the 12th day, and investigators are still searching for exactly who this person is, captured on Nancy's doorbell camera. Now they are reportedly knocking on doors, asking neighbors what they drive, what kind of car, do you own a truck? They're also asking for doorbell footage. But we still don't know for sure if there was a getaway car. Logic says yes, but was it caught on camera anywhere? Between Nancy and Annie's home runs Oracle Road, and there are cameras. We know that because Fox News Digital spotted them along that road. But Arizona DOT says they don't record cars. Around Nancy's home, it's a mix of city, county, and state roads, and not all of them have recording cameras. It's pitch black at night. Pima County officials say even the cameras that do record aren't foolproof. Residential or business cameras could have captured activity, but that's up to them to share. Former NYPD inspector and Fox News contributor Paul Mauro is outside the sheriff's office. Paul, this search among the cameras for a car, I understand it's a bit of a needle in a haystack. What can you find? What can you eliminate in terms of neighbors' cars? Do you get the sense this is something that is going to yield fruit for law enforcement?
Well, it's very hard to say at this point, of course, but we do have a couple of things going for law enforcement here. First of all, you have a pretty good idea of the time of ingress. We have that approach that we've all seen in the video that was released previously of when he takes the Nest camera off the wall. And assuming that that's the initial approach, it gives you a pretty good metric to look at. There are only, according to what I understand, about 4 ingress and egress major roads that come in to the area, and then there's all the stuff that you just enumerated. I'll give you another metric in this thing, though. You know, Will, the cameras here are, if they are configured to capture cars moving and it is light enough to see them, or if there is a red light camera, you have to say to yourself, is it going to capture the plate? Now, if it's a red light camera, it's made to do that, so it'll get the back plate. But if it's a traffic camera, then you're only going to get probably the front plate, that is the car coming at you. Here's the rub. Arizona is a one-plate state. That is to say, only a rear plate is required. So that could take some of the cameras that are there for traffic purposes also off the table in terms of utility.
Yeah, and my understanding, Paul, on top of that is that even though a camera exists, the vast majority of them may not be recording. They may stream for, I guess, live traffic updates or whatever they need to get from those cameras, but they don't have a backlog of recording on the state-owned cameras unless they're part of the high-traffic, high-crime area flock system.
Yeah, and the other problem is, when do they overwrite? Even in New York City, which has money to spend on this stuff, the Lower Manhattan Initiative, which is there to throw a ring of steel around the financial district for counterterrorism purposes. I had more than one occasion where we went to retrieve imagery that we really thought would be there, and it turns out it had been overwritten weeks ago, because at the end of the day, you run into resource issues. This stuff can be expensive to store when you're talking about at the municipal level. So I think that, you know, look, we have this new recent video that apparently came from the same night, roughly 19, 20 minutes before the camera work that we saw, the video that we saw initially released. That would potentially be inside the sort of ring that we're talking about. And in that case, you are down to something like neighborhood Nest cameras, or something where maybe another car is driving by that has a dash cam, something like that.
All right, Paul Mauro from Arizona. Thank you so much, Paul.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.